Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be showing off the brand new Witch Doctor Angelic legendary powers, the Sanctified powers. So let's go ahead and check them out. The first one that we're going to be showing off is actually the most meta one. It's in fact the only one that's really seeing very much play, as the other ones have some issues, which we'll go over in a second. So basically the best Witch Doctor build, at least as of right now, is the Eric here. That is the spider build. We're going to be throwing these corpse spiders, and then you're going to have to kind of move around with this giant spider. Now, the brand new Sanctified Angelic powers via the Angelic Crucibles are actually going to be in the second text over here in the orange, where it says Horrify becomes an aura that causes enemies to receive 15% more damage and deal 15% less damage in addition to its other effects. So basically, Horrify becomes an aura and it just lasts forever, which is really awesome. So you can see it basically refreshes itself. You can see the little like purple area of effect over here, just so we have a reference on where it is. I'll give you guys some gameplay of it, so let's go ahead and hop in. We'll just do what would be equivalent to a T16. We'll do we'd obviously go higher, but I want to swap build and kind of have a real smooth, easy gameplay for you guys. So we're gonna have to activate Horrify, and that way we can see the aura. And I'll show you guys all of the brand new powers. Now, as far as it goes, I would say Witch Doctor has actually gotten the short end of the stick for sure. And that is simply due to some of the skills just simply not working. And I mean not working at all. So, just like any build with the Eric here, you're kind of following the spider. Because if you don't, you're going to be taking massive amounts of damage. But it hits pretty hard. I mean, you can see it hitting for billions. We're not even running Convention of Elements, waiting for rotations, but it does good damage. But sometimes, before the spider gets to the enemy, it'll feel like it doesn't really do any damage. But in terms of the aura, you want to be as close as you possibly can. It also is kind of required for Witch Doctor to get more value out of it anyways, just because of some of the passives like the Grave Intentions. So pretty much the gameplay as far as this goes, it hasn't really changed too much, other than you want to be a little bit closer so you can get that area of effect. But you have to be close anyways, because with the bonus on the Eric here, where it is the 4-piece set, we're going to need to stay close to the Spider Queen anyways. But this is basically the same build that we've already had in the game, but that's like one of the Angelic legendary powers. So that's the Horrify one. Now let's go ahead and close this GR, and we'll go ahead and do a different one. So we'll go to Auric and close the GR. But yeah, you could do, you know, much higher GRs. I believe right now on the leaderboard, in terms of the Witch Doctor, just if you're kind of curious, here is the build that was. It's the exact same build that I'm running, except for I'm equipping Master Jerem, then I have the Depth Digger pants inside of the Kanai's Cube. But pretty much it's the exact same build that everyone's running. There are different variants, like you can play Big Bad Voodoo if you want to or not. It's kind of up to you on what you want to play. In fact, the guy that's rank 1 right now isn't even running the power. Obviously, it probably would be better if you did have the power, but Big Bad Voodoo can be swapped in instead of Horrify, at least as of right now in leaderboards. But pretty much it's the same exact build across the board. You can throw in Sacred Harvester or Echoing Fury. Both are going to be considered in the meta category. But nonetheless, I personally prefer the Horrify one, as I think it's probably the best one, because it's the only one that kind of functions properly. Now, since I kept on mentioning that some of the other things don't actually work, I'm going to go ahead and now equip. So Haunt is kind of broken right now, so let me make sure it's the correct one equipped. So you can see this one, it's going to say 5 seconds after casting Haunt, all enemies within 50 yards are pulled to the Witch Doctor. So how that should work theoretically is that once we activate our Haunt, let's see, okay, we're going to equip Haunt. So let's go do that real quick, and it doesn't really matter which rune we use, but I'll have the one where it has 2 spirits getting released. And we'll swap this one over here. Normally you'd want to also cast Locust Swarm. That's going to proc the Ring of Emptiness to get additional damage. But yeah, this one normally I would think would be pretty good for maybe like a support or just any build to basically pull everything close together, right? It's kind of fun. So it's, yeah, 5 seconds after casting the Haunt, all the enemies are supposed to be pulled, right? So we can go ahead and open up... we just do, actually, yeah, we can do it like this. I was thinking we may have to go higher in the GR department in order for everything to not die super fast, but as long as I don't throw the spiders and deal damage, we'll be okay. So we'll go ahead and activate this, and we'll go activate Haunt on a bunch of these enemies. You can see, we'll wait 5 seconds, nothing's going on, right? And I know some people were saying that it doesn't always work. I have not gotten this to work like at all. So you can see I'll haunt multiple targets over here. Nothing's happening, right? So this one, it may need to be changed. I'll have to throw down the corpse spiders in order for it to actually like activate. But if I throw down the corpse spiders, it'll just eliminate everything. So that is the first one that is kind of bugged. I'm going to say kind of bugged because the other one, it has a different bug. And so I'm going to show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. So now we have the gargantuan one. So the gargantuan one has the effect where our gargantuan, in the second line of orange text, spreads locust swarm to any enemy within 16 yards and summons zombie dogs periodically. So that's kind of cool, right? Now, obviously, you would think, oh, Ring of Emptiness, perfect. Now we get that effect of the locust swarm. That's not actually the case. However, it does work with the short man's finger because I was wondering, will it actually work with short man's finger? And the answer is yes. You will get triple of them, and you can see the aura of the locust. Now, I'll go ahead and do a GR over here. We'll just do T16 again, just so it's kind of the same, so you can see what I'm talking about. So, what's going to deal the damage is that locust swarm giving us massive amounts of damage, right? Actually, you know what? This might be too low for GR. We'll go to a GR 100 in order to kind of show off this new angelic power. So, the reason why I say it's kind of bugged is because the gargantuan's locust swarm does not actually activate Ring of Emptiness, apparently. I'm assuming they should change this. I can't confirm it, but it should be something that they actually do change, because without it, it's almost pointless, right? Unless you're just doing like a really low amount of GR. So, we'll go ahead and you can see the damage over here. Oh. This is one thing with the Eric here build where, yeah, you got to stay really close to that spider, and you also need to go get the Soul Harvester effect. But if you don't, let's go ahead and actually reposition here. You can use the Tornadoes. So you can see how much damage we're hitting for, right? The gargantuan, once we summon it, maybe we can do a reset real quick here. So we'll do a reset. We'll just close it. This way it'll be faster. Alright, so we'll go in. Maybe we'll just do like an 85 here so we don't rip in like a one hit. But yeah, we want this extra damage reduction here. So you can see I'll summon the gargantuan. And we're hitting for, let's look at the numbers here. 80, 81 billion. Yeah, it's about anywhere from like 60 to 80 billion, right? The gargantuans aren't actually activating this. But if I activate Locust Swarm here, you can see we'll hit for a lot more damage once the effect activates. Let's go ahead and get a little closer. Actually, we'll also gain Soul Harvester stacks. But you can see the Locust is now, I guess, applying because it's jumping towards the other targets. Oh, there's 200, 300 billion. So you can see that I will have to still manually activate Locust Swarm. So ideally, you'd be able to run Big Bad Voodoo in combination with them automatically using Locust Swarm. So it'd make the build definitely a little bit better. But that's the Witch Doctor Sanctified powers. Let's go ahead and close this real quick, just so we can actually see the items here. So pretty much what it comes down to in terms of the Witch Doctor is we have the Haunt one isn't functioning properly. This one, technically you could argue that it's functioning properly. I mean, you could see the aura around them. However, if you remove it, you can see it'll go away. But it doesn't activate Ring of Emptiness, which is essentially what I think they wanted it to do. I'm not sure, again, if this is going to be changed, but I think that it should. If it doesn't get changed, it's almost a useless effect. And in terms of like my feedback for the Witch Doctor, I feel like the pulling enemies could be kind of cool. I think that one's like okay. The one where it's just a numerical change where it's like you gain an aura so you take 15% less and you deal 15% more. I feel like it doesn't feel like an insane, oh my gosh, power, right? Like these angelic powers should kind of change up the gameplay style. And you already are kind of sitting close because you need to sit close to the spider, because right now Eric here is still the best build for Witch Doctor, at least as of right now on the leaderboard. So this one could be changed to something completely different. The one where it's like the aura, because it's just something that you don't really get to see and interact with. It's just because you're already going to be close to the enemy. So hopefully Witch Doctor will get some massive new changes in the next update on the PTR, which will hopefully come out later this week or in the following week. But But yeah, that's my feedback in terms of the Witch Doctor. Let me know, guys, what you think of the brand new Witch Doctor Angelic, like, legendary powers. I feel like they're a little bit underwhelming. Out of all the classes, this is the one that I feel like has the least impact on the change for the new Season 27. But anyways, thanks for tuning in, guys. If you guys enjoyed the video, drop a like on it. If you're new here and do want to see the update when eventually it does come out, I'll give you guys gameplay and updated builds for, of course, the new season when it does launch. But check out the pinned comment. We have a lot more gameplay of a lot of different builds, Demon Hunter and stuff, for all of the new angelic powers, and that will be very, very interesting to check out and see what they do with the update, because a lot of them probably will get updated, and I hope they become a lot more powerful. But anyways, take care, and I'll see you in the next video, and I'm out. Peace.